Hi dear students, I'm back with another video. Okay, and in this particular video I have tried to solve 4 of the numerical problem which is related to your unit number 2 from HS second year, which called with solution. Okay, and this video is basically in demand of some of my students. They have given me some questions to solve and I'm preparing a video, okay, because they need some explanation also. So I have explained the video, I have solved the problem also, then I have given the PDF link also there, okay, and please download the PDF link and don't skip the video, okay. And if you want more and more this type of videos or solutions, then please make more likes or more watch on the video, okay, which encourage me to make more and more videos. Okay, so if you like, then please don't forget to subscribe, share and comment me on the comment section. Thank you guys, be safe. Okay, so this is our first question, and all these questions are from the your textbook question, which is after the topic there are some questions right in the textbook. So from there I have taken this question, okay, and this is actually some demand of my some students, and so this I'm making this video. Okay, if any student have any questions which you have not understood, then you can put in the comment section of this particular video. So let's start the first question, which says that calculate the mass of urea, okay, which is having this molecular formula, required in making 2.5 kg of 0.25 mol aqueous solution. Look guys, from this question you have already got that it is what? Aqueous solution, right? That means the solution is being prepared in with what? Water as an solvent, right? And the total mass of the solvent you can consider it is what? 2.5 kg, right? 2.5 kg of the solvent is being used. Why? Because it is an aqueous solution. So water, whatever the liquid, it will define the volume of the solution, right? Because urea, which is in solid one, isn't it? So how we will proceed here now? That we will say that given mass of solvent which is equal to what? 2.5 kg, okay, then it is said 0.25 mol aqueous solution. So mol means what? It comes from where? It comes from where? Molality, right? So molality of solution, it is given to us, which is what? 0.25 and 0.25 mol. So when we are talking about mol, it means what? 0.25 gram per kg, sorry, mole per kg, right? It is molality is what? Mole of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. So it is what? 0.25 mole. Now we have what? Molar mass of urea, we know, right? Molar mass of urea, what we know, it is what? 60 gram per mole, right? In 1 mole of urea we are having 60 gram. Okay, you can easily find out from here. Nitrogen 14, carbon 12, oxygen 16 and 1 hydrogen is 1. And what do we know? What we are asked? We are asked to calculate the mass of urea. We know molar mass of urea. So what we have to do? Mass of urea which is required to prepare this particular molar solution we have to find out. So mass of urea equal to what? So let's, it is a question here. Now what do we know guys? We are having the definition of what? Molality, right? So what do we know? Molality, which is small m, it is what? Mole of solute. So what is solute here guys? It is urea, right? Divided by mass of solvent, which should be in what? Kg, isn't it? Which should be in kg. So if you place the value here, now again what do we know? Molality, this value is given to you, right? I think this is clear. Molality, this is given to you, right? Mole of solute, mass of solvent also given to us, which is what? 2.5 kg. Now moles of solute means what? Mole means what we know? Mole equal to what? Given mass divided by molar mass, isn't it guys? Given mass divided by molar mass. So can we put it here something like that? See, okay, let's make it here. See, तो molality it is given to us 0.25 mole per kg, right? So mole of solute, what do we know? Mole of solute given mass. Consider this is given mass m, and this is what? 60 gram per mole, which is what? Molar mass. And volume it is also given to us, right? Sorry, mass of solvent it is given to us, which is what? 2.5 kg, right? 2.5 kg is given to us. Now you just have to find out the value of what? Small m, right? So m mane what? Mass of urea, so which is equal to what? All this should be, this will come out here, right? And this will multiply, right? So 0.25 mole per kg into what it is? 2.5 kg into 60 gram per mole, right? So what happened here? This kg inverse and kg, it will cancel out. Mole inverse will cancel out. What will left here? It will, the unit of this particular value will be what? Gram, which is 0.25 into 2.5 into 60 gram, and which will come out as 37.5 gram. Okay guys, so this is what the question asks, and we have calculated it very easily, right? So simple guys, this is the mass of solvent, it is given to us, right? Then this is the molality of the solution which is given to us. So from this molality value we can easily find out what? Mass of what? Urea, which is used to prepare this. Okay, because we know molality equal to what? Molality equal to what? Your mole of solute divided by mass of solvent. So molality value is given to us, mass of solvent also given to us, then mole of solute. So from this mole of solute, what we know? Mole equal to what? Given mass by molar mass. So this is given mass, which that means the mass of urea which is required to prepare the solution, we have to find out that, right? Then we did this and it comes out as what? 37.5 gram. So I hope you guys have understood this, right? So next, let's proceed to the next question. So here it goes, our second question. And the second question says that H2S, hydrogen sulfide, a toxic gas with rotten egg-like smell, is used for qualitative analysis. Okay. If the solubility of H2S in water at STP is what? 0.195 m, then we have to find out what? Henry's law constant. Okay. What do we know, guys? Henry law is what? It says that Henry law says that P is directly proportional to what? Mole fraction. Mane pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction, right? Or what the exactly the thing was? Solubility depends on the pressure, right? And pressure depends on what? Mole fraction of the component, isn't it? Or mole fraction of the gas. So what we can have here, guys, look. So pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. Actually, what was the equation? That solubility is directly proportional to the pressure over the surface of the liquid, right, of the gas. So P equal to what we are writing? We are writing like this, right? This is Henry's law, and the what is the Henry law constant? KH is the Henry law constant. So if we have the pressure, then the mole fraction of this H2S gas, then we could easily find out what? The Henry law constant, isn't it? Now what says, guys? Solubility is given to us, and which is at what? STP. So solubility of H2S, it is given as, solubility is given as what? 0.195 m, right? That is, it is what? Your it is what? 0.195 mole. No, this much of moles is given to us. That means what does it mean? 0.95 molal means what? Molal, m mane molal, right? That means molality. So 0.195 mole is what? Dissolved in what? 1 kg of water we can consider. That is, this much of H2S gas is dissolved in what? 1 kg of solvent, which is what? Your definitely water here. Okay, that is written here. Now what do we have to do? Look, this is what? X money, but mole fraction, na? So for mole fraction, you have to calculate the you have to know the moles of the solute and solvent both, na? Right? So we have already from the solubility question, or from the solubility term, we have already find out the mole of what? H2S, na? This is mole of H2S. The mole of water will be what? 1000 divided by 18, na? 1000 is what? It is the mass of that water which is in the solution. So 1000, 1 kg it is, so I have written this in 1000 gram. So 1000 gram divided by 18 gram, which is coming out as what? 55.55. Okay, 55.55 mole. So what will we do now? Total mole, right? We need what? Total mole. So total mole equal to what? 0.95195 plus 55.55 mole. So which will come out as what? 55.745 mole. So this is the mole of your what? Total mole of the solution we could find out here. Now what we have to do? If you find the mole fraction, if you find mole fraction of H2S gas here, because mole of solute also, H2S also find out now, mole of solvent also done, and mole of total mole of the solution also done. So what we can do now? X of H2S, mole fraction of H2S can be calculated easily now, right? So this how calculated? Mole of H2S, which is what? 0.195 mole divided by this total mole of the solution, isn't it? So which will come out as, it will come out as 0.00349, something like that. Okay, it will come out as this. Now guys, look, why we are doing this? Because we need this, because this value have to calculate. So we need this. This is mole fraction of what? H2S gas. So this comes out as what? Mole fraction of H2S gas, and mole fraction has no unit, right? Now what says all these things are taking place at what? STP, it is taking place at what? STP, right? So at STP, what do we know? Pressure equal to what? 1 atm, right? Which is equal to what? 0.987 bar, isn't it? 0.978 bar. Now what do you do? What do you do? You have got the pressure also. You have got the mole fraction of H2S gas also. Now you can easily find out the Henry law constant from here, right guys? Isn't it? So what will we do now here? What will we do now here is that we will just place the value here. So in this equation, KH equal to what? Pressure, it is what? 0.987 bar, and it is coming out as what? 0.0349. And once you do this or you go through this calculation, it will come out as what? 282 bar. So this is the Henry law constant here. Okay guys, so this is the Henry law constant here. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood these things, right? Okay. Okay, here is our third question, and which says that Henry law constant for CO2, okay, in water it is given as what? 1.67 into 10 to the power 8 Pascal at 298 Kelvin. Okay, what is given to us? KH, and it is for what? Carbon dioxide. It is 1.67 into 10 to the power 8 Pascal. It is given to us, okay, which is at what? 298 Kelvin. Now says that calculate the quantity of CO2 in 500 ml of water. So what we have to do? Mass of CO2 have to calculate. This M is mass, okay? At what? 500 ml of soda water, which is packed with what? 2.8 atmospheric CO2 pressure at 298 Kelvin. Okay, that means pressure of CO2 is given to us, which is 2.5 atm. So as KH also given in Pascal, so we will what we will do? We'll convert it into Pascal. So once we converted it into Pascal, so 2.5 into 101,325, it should be Pascal. So which can be simply written as what? Point into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. So once you do this calculation, it will come out as 2.533125 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. So KH value is given. Look guys, KH value is given. Now if you apply the Henry law, P of pressure of carbon dioxide equal Henry law constant for carbon dioxide into what? Mole fraction of carbon dioxide. So once you, if we try to find out this particular value, because both are given to us, so from here what we can do? This is mole fraction of carbon dioxide. So mole fraction of carbon dioxide means what? Mole of carbon dioxide divided by total mole. So mole of carbon dioxide means what? Given mass of carbon dioxide divided by molar mass. So from there we could what? Easily find out. What I am saying guys, look, this mole fraction of carbon dioxide means what? Mole of carbon dioxide divided by mole of solution, which is what? Right, which is what? Carbon dioxide and water. Because these are the two component of the solution. So mole of carbon dioxide means what, guys? Isn't it is given mass of carbon dioxide divided by molar mass of carbon dioxide? So once we know this value, and we already know this, right? Mass of carbon dioxide 44. So there, from there we could what? Find out the mass of CO2 which is dissolved in what? 500 ml of soda water. Okay. So up to this we can easily do that. Now look at it, guys. So from as we are having these values here, right? So from there what we can say? We say that pressure of carbon dioxide equal to K is for carbon dioxide into mole fraction of carbon dioxide. The mole fraction of carbon dioxide can be write like this, guys. Pressure of carbon dioxide divided by Henry constant, isn't it? We can do that. So if you put this value, pressure is already carbon dioxide given to you 2.533125 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal, and KH also given 1.67 into 10 to the power 8 Pascal. And once you go through this calculation, it will come out as what? 0.00152. Pascal will cancel out, right? So it will come out as like this. Now look, guys, as I've already told you that mole fraction, now this value we could find out, right? So mole fraction means what we know? Mole fraction of carbon dioxide means what we know? Mole of carbon dioxide divided by mole of the solution. So mole of the solution means what? Mole of carbon dioxide plus mole of water, na? Because it is soda water. Water. Now look, guys, as you could see that mole fraction of carbon dioxide, it is what? Less than 1, right? So here we can easily eliminate this mole of your carbon dioxide here. So it will come out as what? Mole of carbon dioxide divided by what? Water molecule, right? So this will come out. Now what do we know? It says what? Now if we could find out, this value is already here, right? This value is already here. If we could find out the value of mole of water, then what? We could easily find out the value of, it is becoming like this, right, guys? Mole of this becomes what? Given mass of carbon dioxide divided by capital M, molar mass of carbon dioxide divided by mole of water. So if you could find the mole of water value there, then what? The problem is very simple now, right? Because this mole fraction is given to you. You know the molar mass of carbon dioxide, right? And if we could find this. Now what says, guys, look, calculate the quantity of CO2 in 500 ml of soda water. So we have 500 ml of soda water, right, guys? How much? We are having what? 500 ml. Volume, it is volume, na? So density of water is what? 1 gram per ml. So what will be the mass of that? So mass equal to what? Volume into density, na? So 500 ml into 1 gram per ml, so equal to what? 500 gram. That means in this solution, in the soda water solution, the mass of water is what here? 500 gram. So from 500 gram of water, you can easily find out the mole of water, na? N of H2 equal to what? 500 divided by 18. 500 gram divided by 18 gram per mole. Gram will cancel out, and the value for this will come out as what? 27.78 mole. Okay, guys? Okay. Now this value is given to you. Now what you can do is that multiply this, right? So it will come out as what? Okay, just a minute. Can we do like this? N of CO2. Forget this one. You can consider this. From here what we can do? X of CO2 into mole of what? H2O. Right? We can do that. So N of CO2 equal to, in this value we can write small m of CO2 divided by capital M of CO2 equal to mole fraction of carbon dioxide into mole of water. So mass of carbon dioxide equal to what then? Molar mass of carbon dioxide into mole fraction of carbon dioxide into what? Mole of water. Now if you multiply all this value, then it will come out as what? If you go through this, the mole fraction it is given to us, na? So it will what? It will become 44 gram per mole into X of CO2, 0.00152 into mole of water equal to what? 27.78 mole. So this mole inverse and mole, this value will cancel out. Is it visible, guys? Right? It is cancel out. Then once you multiplied all this, it will come out as what? The here it value will come out as what? 1.8579 gram. Okay. So 1.8579 gram of carbon dioxide is what dissolved in what? 500 ml of water there. Okay, guys. So I hope you have understood this. Okay, so if any problem is there, then you can ask me, okay, in the comment section. So here it goes the fourth question, and which will be the last question for this video. Okay, it says that urea form an ideal solution in water. Okay, so definitely it is an aqueous solution. So solute is your what? Urea, and solvent is your what? Water. Okay. Calculate the vapor pressure of an aqueous solution containing 5% by mass of urea. So what we have to do is that we have to find out the vapor pressure of solution where 5% by mass urea is present there. That means 5% by mass of urea. What does it mean, guys? 5%. That means in 100 gram, what? 5 gram of urea is there. In a total 100 gram of mass of the solution, 5 gram is urea. That means what? What will be the solvent here? It will be 95 gram, right, guys? Right? Now, what do we know, guys? If we are supposed to find out the pressure, this is equal to what? Mole fraction. Then what? Vapor pressure in the pure form. And vapor pressure equal to what? Mole fraction into vapor pressure in the purest form when it is not forming any solution. So which value is given to us, na? Water pure vapor pressure of water at 298 Kelvin, it is already given to us. So what we have to do, guys? This value we have to calculate. So it is already given to us. Mole fraction of this particular we have to calculate, right? Mole fraction of 95 gram of actually solvent, na? It is asking for solvent. Vapor pressure of water, na? So water is solvent. We have to calculate that. So once we calculate the mole fraction of solvent, then it is too simple, na? So for mole fraction, what we need? We need the mole of what? Both the component. So if we calculate mole of this, so 5 gram divided by what is the molar mass of urea? It is 60 gram per mole, na? So which will come out as your 0.083 mole. Similarly for water, mole equal to what? 95 gram. This is the molar mass, given mass will be in the solution, na? So 18 gram per mole. So 95 gram divided by 18 gram per mole, which will come out as what? 5.278 mole. Okay, guys? Mole. So again we need what? Total mole of the solution. Na? Mole of solution will be what? It is mole of solution will be what, guys? Sum of both these two, 0.083 plus 5.278 mole. Na? So it will come out as your 5.361 mole. Now mole fraction of H2O, mane what? Mole of H2O, which is what? 5.278 mole divided by total mole of the solution, which is what? 5.361 mole. So mole will cancel out and the value will come out as, guys, 0.9845. So this is the mole fraction of what? Water. Okay, which will come out as what? 0.9845. Okay, sorry to written here. So it will come out as this. Now, guys, we know this value also, which is given here. We have calculated the mole fraction of that solvent also. So now what you have to do? You just put the value here. Okay, let's see what comes out. So mole fraction 0.9845 into 23.75 mm of mercury, it is given to us, and once you multiply this, it will come out as 23.381875 mm of what? It's very simple, guys. Okay, just here it is, when it is written this percent by mass, so always this particular value, that percentage value will be the mass of what solute. And always remember, this is in terms of 100%, right? Percent means 100. You are preparing in what? 100 gram solution, where 5% by mass means what? This will be the value of what? Solute here. And 95 what? As we have written, 95 gram is what? Your mass of the solvent, which is water in this particular problem. Okay, So I hope you guys have enjoyed the class, enjoyed the video, and if you do so, then don't forget to share it, like it, and please comment me on the comment box. And if you're having some more problems from any of the units, so you can just directly put your message in the comment section that which problem from which unit you are having some problem. Okay, then I will solve for you guys. Okay, so thank you.